T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Alright, the next thing I want to review are these guys. My best action Raphael and Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are supposed to be the original 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the cartoon. They look very reminiscent, and their accessories are super reminiscent of the SH figure arts. So that really made me interested. Here's what this says right here on the back of his packaging. And here's this. From what I'm seeing, their faces, their optional faces are exactly the same. So that's weird. Exactly the same as the SH figure arts. But let's open them and see how good they actually are. Alright, here they are out of the packaging, and it is nuts. They come with every single accessory that the SH figure arts come with. The exact same accessories except a pair of hands. Everything else is exactly the same in one way or shape or form. So the best way to explain how these are, it's like they're shrunken down knockoff versions of the SH figure arts with retail quality assembly, basically. In the case of Michelangelo, there is actually two accessories that he doesn't have that the SH figure arts have. And their skin complexion is different. I'll show y'all all that. I don't know why I'm sitting there explaining this. Well, let me just go through this. Of course, Raphael, you get the throwing star. You get the kunai right here. I don't know if he actually had one of these in the cartoon. You get the sai. And every single one of these is made out of pliable material right there. You get the splayed out gesture hands on the body when you open it, but you get the weapons holding hands, and all of them have 1 point of articulation going in and out right there. And of course, well, 2 points because of the swivel. And you get 2 clenched fists with both turtles. They're exactly the same. Here's the face you get on Raphael out of packaging. Right there. This is a pliable material, so that's actually 2 layers, and they paint it on the eyes. And you also get this optional face sculpt, like the exact same face sculpt that the SH figure arts comes with. Same pliable nature, and it looks like my eye was over painted right there. It went up a little bit too high. So that's a problem for me. There's also some assembly required because they do not have on their weapons holders on their belts. So you have to put that on. Michelangelo comes with his grappling hook. It's no rope this time, but it is fully painted right here. This is painted, this ring. This is painted. Yeah. You get 2 nunchucks right here. They're basically in this shape right here. One nunchuck does seem, maybe I could be wrong. No, they're the same length. But this one hangs a little bit more, so I would assume you're supposed to hold this one. Same deal for this. Same hands. Here's the face that he comes with. Now, which one of these copies? I think it's this copy. Yeah, it's this face right here. I'm going to have to push this down and glue it because it's like rising up on his face right there. But yeah, he has the halfway smile smirk right there. The same face as the SH figure arts. Same deal right here with the assembly being required. There you go. There's no instructions or anything, so I guess I would think the longer part is supposed to hang down, but it doesn't match up with this as well as I would like. Raphael, yeah, that matches up, but not Mikey. Not on this side. So that's unfortunate. And amazingly, the construction of these things is very, very close to the essays. Like, there is a double ball post in the back going into the shell that's connecting the shell to the back at all times. This is very pliable. The upper torso actually rotates separately. The waist swivels separately. And it has a jazzware-like connection between the upper body and the lower body, unfortunately. I would have loved it if it was just a ball post going into the lower torso, the abdomen, and then another ball going into the upper body, but it's just one post, and the ab section is just a filler. So you can get them to crunch back a little bit. You mostly can get them to tilt side to side, but if you tilt too far, you'll pop them apart just like the Jazzwares, and that's what you're working with. So, and there's the post hanging down. Because of the way that this is shaped, just like Jazzware, if you've been watching my channel, I'm sorry you're listening to the same stuff over and over again. The abdomen is actually attached to this. So, because of the way that's shaped and because this post is going all the way through, you're not going to get a ton of crunch. If this wasn't here, or if this was shaved down right here, you could get more crunch. But for whatever reason, they didn't design it like that. While I have it apart, this is what you're working with under here. But basically, just snap it back together. Let me finish the articulation. They do have a butterfly joint. On Mikey, the butterfly joints are loose AF. But the arms can crunch down that much and swivel and go out that far. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Now, paint is not a thing that they were worried about with these figures. So they use mostly molded plastic. So the joint is still orange up in there. It's not green. Now they did paint on these wrist guards. So there's that. And I mentioned this in the rotation. The legs can spread that much before they pop off. You can kick forward, but he kicks out to the side because you see how that's shaped. But they can sit down if need be, and the thighs rotate. So I don't know, I can't remember how tall the old turtles are. These are roughly 5 inches tall. They might actually be able to sit in a turtle hand. Same deal for the knees as far as the joint right there. The knees only bend that much, which is roughly 90 degrees. The ankles can go back and forward, and this is on like a ball joint, so you can, like, when it's straight, basically swivel the foot all the way around, but the ankle pivot is like that. The head is a single ball joint, so you ain't getting much off of that. Just like that Naruto figure I had. Getting the head off without separating the body, difficult. I try to just grab under the armpits, or actually put my hands right here on the shoulders and then pull apart. I cannot do this without knocking everything down on this table, so just take my word for it. Grab right here and pull up. Now, while these are cool, there's nothing crazy going on. You can buy them for a younger kid, somebody that's, I guess, 8 and up. I would suggest stuff like this. It will be frustrating for you and them trying to get these heads attached. This head basically has the same motion. So if they improve the neck, bruh, these things will be next level, as you can see. The hands come off easy enough. You can give them the grabbing hands right here, and he can hold his nunchuck. The nunchuck is painted. and like pliable and soft. So, and these hands are tight. Well, at least tight as far as holding the nunchucks is concerned. Yeah, you can have fun trying to come up with poses. I'll admit the tolerances and whatnot are all over the place, just like you would think or expect with retail figures. Yeah. Raphael, same articulation. His knee is loose. His butterfly is tighter than Mikey's, but yeah, that knee is definitely loose. Now, these can sit in there, but just know that they sit very freaking loose. With these weapons being pliable instead of hard and rigid, and their grips being so tight, good luck getting that in there, and good luck not ripping it when you decide you want to pull them out. And I typically don't go with the default heads. Now, Mikey doesn't suffer from this, but he did. Raph has mold flash on this grippy hand. So, yeah, I don't know if that's going to interfere with him holding things. Then the tight grip does work in your favor to get him holding smaller things like this, but even just getting it in the hand is tough. I mean, you could do workarounds and have him hold it like that, but sheesh. And you want to know irony? The size are just super loose in his hand. One of the things I like doing is shoving this through these fingers and then putting it in the hand like that. These are so soft. You have to grab something and twist the fingers open in order to get the blade in between the fingers. But I honestly don't feel like doing it right now. Same deal with getting this inside of Mikey's gripping hands. These fingers are tough to get apart. So just know, if you are buying this for a kid, it's going to be a hassle for them. Because it's a hassle for me, because I am a grown man and I'm having struggles getting those hands open. Another thing I encountered with this Mikey, like one of these sides, like this side, this goes right in. But I can't get it to go in through this, which is frustrating. Same thing on here. I can get it through that, but you just gotta push very, very hard. So just know all of this. I'm trying to just give y'all warnings on all this stuff. I'm not trying to bash tutorial or whatever. I think they are freaking cool, especially for $18. But I just want you to be aware of every little thing. So I did get that through there, as you see. And here's something I was doing. I had him like hook the glider so he can like fly around with her. Cowabunga! Now I'm not gonna go too deep into these SH, but here is the height difference right there. So yeah, these are closer to a 6-inch scale, and these are 5-inch. Now let me bring out a Fortnite figure right here. It was definitely like 6-inch scale. That's a female. Let's put this one right here. And as you can see, their skin complexion very different. And SH Figure Arts, of course, is made out of different quality plastic. And they even have die cast in their legs to make them stand better. Here is a Spider-Man. This is probably, like I said, closer to the height they should be, because they're only like a little over 5 feet. And what I say should be, I mean, if you're trying to put them with your 1/12 scale, because they are the height they're supposed to be. Here's the face comparison right there. There's more personality in the SH face, of course, and you can even see the teeth definition right there. And the faces, or the head sculpts, are less flat. Yeah, the best action heads are a little bit more flat, and definitely less expressiveness in the eyebrows. As far as the shells, you can see they went with brown, which I guess is more cartoon accurate. And they went with green here, which is toy accurate. Any other details that you need to see or want to see as far as the SH figure arts, you can go to my original review that I did for them. I did like 2 videos on them because I compared them to the NECA live action turtles. But yeah, I'm not going to do a whole rundown. This video is already longer than I want it to be. This video for the Fortnite figure was longer than I wanted it to be. I'm tired of editing. Here's what I'm going to say in conclusion. They are posable. They come with a lot of options. The main things that are gripes is the heads are a little bit flat. The heads articulation suck, and popping the heads off the swap is a massive chore. Trying to get the weapons in their hands, depending on what weapons, and trying to get them stored is difficult on Mikey. And these are super loose on his back, which is the same thing for SH figure arts, but they're too loose in his hands, which is definitely unfortunate. But if you're just buying these because you want a cheap alternative, they definitely do the job. And if you want to just have something to mess around with on your desk at work or somewhere, they're good. Or they could be good for kids, besides the things that I mentioned that are a major hassle, like popping them heads off and getting them to hold their weapons. I would be afraid that a kid would rip or tear these things. But I know that the market isn't for kids, and that's why these aren't even in the toy section. They're in the movie section in Walmart and Target. So final thing I'm going to say is I think they're worth what they're charging for these things. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, TMNT out of here. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click the shit. Go ahead and click the shit. If you did, you would like it.